Hi, this is Travis with Waconda Boats here in Republican City, Nebraska. We're also in Glen Elder, Kansas. And today it's my pleasure to show you the brand new, this is the SouthBay. It's a 2023 SouthBay. This is the 224FCR. Okay, so like the FCR, which stands for Fish and Cruise with rear entry, we just like to call it the ski and fish model. This is the most popular floor plan that we have, hence why we will stock more of this floor plan than any of the others. But it's kind of a perfect do-it-all. We'll kind of explain that when we get into the interior as far as how versatile it is. It is just perfect because it fits everybody. Even if you're only going to fish part of the time, it has tons and tons of seating and storage. It's just got a really great layout that people really like. And I'm going to try not to make this video too long because SouthBay really has a lot of things that set them apart. They're really in an elite category. And most of that is based on really the components that they use, their fit and finish, things like that they're very, very known for. So we're going to start here on the exterior. Again, we've got the 224, so it's 24 foot long. Now with SouthBay, you get to choose your top and bottom paneling color. Okay, so you can do, we chose the bottom paneling being charcoal, and then the top paneling being, I believe we did diamond ice on the top here. If you want a solid color, you can do it in solid colors, or if you want to two-tone it up, you can. Another thing that really separates SouthBay, this paneling here is actually 040 gauge aluminum. So that's the thickest aluminum, you know, in the business as far as the paneling goes. That's a full 040 gauge aluminum. We also, with all of our pontoons, whether you've seen with our other Harris models, we always do the blacked out fence rail upgrade. So this has kind of got a powder coat on it, so it's not going to chip. It looks really good. People are really like this blacked out frame and fence rail. It just kind of goes good and sets the boat off. So we always add that to all the ones that we stock. You can see it's on a tandem axle yacht club trailer with brakes, so it's got a good trailer for those folks that are going to be towing to different lakes. You know, you've got a good trailer in which to do that. We're going to swing back here toward the rear. We do this in the Performance 3 package. Okay, so it's going to have your full-length tri-tune. The full-length tri-tune is important for performance. And then you can see, too, they got lifting strakes on all three tubes. So your center tube has strakes on both sides, and you have the inner strake on both outside tubes. So they you know, run really well. They're very known for their ride. It's one of the claim to fames with SouthBay. We're going to pair this with a 200 horse Merc 4-stroke almost always. This gives you great performance. You know, the guys that fish you control with this, but it gives you plenty of horsepower, torque to do all your water sports with. Now, part of that Performance 3 package, you're going to have your stainless steel ski tow bar. This is an important feature here, so it's always here, as well as the stainless steel boarding ladder. So it's a nice 4-step folding stainless steel ladder here. Now, another thing that kind of separates SouthBay, and you won't be able to see from the video, but when you actually see one in person, you look underneath here, the stringers, they literally only have 16-inch gap between their stringers, and they run, you know, horizontal all the way across from bow to stern. So this really, again, it adds to the ride. There's absolutely no deck reflex whatsoever. It's just one of those things. They're built really, really well, really, really strong. It's completely wood free, so this is all composite between your transom and your deck. There's no wood. This is all fully composite. So it's strong. It's actually lighter than wood, and of course you're not going to worry about any rot down the road. Okay, so we'll keep moving forward. We're actually going to hop into the interior now so I can show you the interior layout. So you're going to see with most of your pontoons now, you're going to have full vinyl flooring, and not all vinyl's created equal. You know, there's very different degrees of you know, how you do that and the, you know, quality between the vinyl. This is a very high quality. It's a sea weave material, and again, it's always designed so you can be on bare feet, and it's nice. It's not super hot when you have bare feet in the sunlight, and then it's also very stain resistant, so it lends itself very easy to cleaning. But now that we're in the interior, you want to kind of see what the FCR is all about. So we have wraparound seating here in the bow. So this is what people really like. So you're not giving up seating, even though we have a fish model There's tons of seating, tons of storage. So everywhere that you see seats, you have storage. This is all Rotocast seat basing here. 34-ounce UV treated vinyl all the way across. So we have storage here and storage here. Now anytime you do a tri-tune, you're always going to want to do the in-floor storage. That is an option, but all the ones we stock, you'll see you'll have this great big storage compartment here. This runs, I'm going to say it's probably a good third portion of the center tube. So there's tons of storage in here. People use this for all different types of things, whether it be skis or water toys or fishing gear, what have you. So we have that, and then we have a storage underneath the console here. And then plenty of interior lighting. And I'm going to move, since we're here, I'm going to move up to the console here. So we always do the high back seat upgrade. So your captain seat's going to have it's going to be a little more comfortable with the high back. The engine comes with hydraulic tilt steering here. And see, we got our full instrumentations. This Wet Sound stereo, this is actually a new stereo company. It came out 2021, but it's a high-end. They basically specialize in marine sound systems, and it sounds really good. So this is the Wet Sound, of course, AM, FM, Bluetooth, and then we also do the wireless charge remote here, so you can just you can hook your iPhone up into here and charge it wirelessly. Now, one thing you'll notice, we don't. We're going to install the fish finder. We just don't have it installed yet, but these are going to come with the Lowrance Elite 7. We're going to probably mount that on a ram mount right up on top here. So that's going to give you a really good, it'll have all your mapping and navigation, and also a really good 3D sonar. So that's going to be, that hasn't been installed yet, but it will. So you've got it'll be a Lowrance Elite 7. Yeah, full instrumentations here. We do add the docking light, so if you're out at night, that does help loading on the trailer, getting into the dock, and so forth. Keep moving here to the back. You'll notice we have the L-shaped seating here. This is really important because a lot of the similar competitor models, they don't do this. They don't wrap around. You just have the one bench. So this actually gives you another seating capacity as well as some more storage. Now, if we keep moving back toward the rear, we have this big compartment that opens up here. Now, this can be used as a changing station. We find most guys are just going to use it for storage, but you can get the canvas that will fold out. If you're wanting to put like a porta potty or actually have a changing room, you can add that canvas in here. If not, it's really just a big storage compartment as well as a sun deck. So you can slide this down, and then somebody wants to lay out, they can here. Now back here, this is the important part. This is our fish station. So you can see we've got a really, really good sized live well. Like by pontoon standards, this is a very big live well. Can get whatever species you want in there. We've got two really good Rotocast fishing seats, port and starboard. They have some built-in rod holders here from when you are trolling. You've already got the rod holders already set, flush mounted. And then we have some tackle storage here, flush mount on top. And then you have some rod storage here as well. So if you want to, you can get your rod secured if you're moving spots A to B. Now we've got a lot of ways to enter. Again, this is the rear entry. So from your boarding ladder, obviously you have a gate here. There's also a gate here on the port side. And then if you look over here, I failed to mention, of course you have your front gate, and then there's a side entry gate there as well. And I forget the exact width on this, but it's nice and wide. So there's plenty of ways to enter and exit depending on what kind of a dock you're dealing with there. So this is kind of this is the number one selling floor plan. This is the SouthBay. This is the FCR224. We've got lots of these in stock, lots of different colors. We're really excited about these. One thing about SouthBay is they make a lot of different floor plans, and they still offer all of their floor plans. So with COVID, a lot of the pontoon manufacturers, they suspended or even deleted a lot of their floor plans. To SouthBay's credit, they haven't done that. So I think they offer 15 different floor plans, and you can still get them all. Now this one, of course, being the most popular, you can get this in what they call a 4-point, which is the fish seats on all four corners as well. But any questions, you can call or email us. So Terry's in Glen Elder, Kansas, and I'm Travis here in Republican City, Nebraska. Thank you very much.